Talk about the action that we saw on Dalal Street. Well, modest gains coming in for the frontline indices after seeing a bit of a spike up on account of the inflation numbers. You had the markets cooling off to end below the 6,000 mark for the Nifty at 59.95 and for the Sensex up by just about 30 points. The broader markets too followed suit. The mid-cap index in fact gained a good 0.2%, but absolutely quiet for the small-cap index, which petered off from the day's high. You had technology and PSU as a basket, which did well for itself. And on the downside, you had autos as well as consumer durables, which looked a bit dodgy. Ranbaxy, Sun Pharma were some of the top gainers, so clearly pharmaceuticals as a pack really contributed on the upside. Bank of Baroda and Power Grid were some of the other top-notch gainers. Some results which were put out today: Reliance Infrastructure. Results were in line with what we expected. Profits came in at 599 crores, down by close to 8.9%. And the top-line growth came in at 3,919 crores this time around. The consolidated top-line growth was down by 13.2% at 6,187 crores. Remember, there have been lots of worries which have been plaguing this one, including a slower order book as well as execution, which is why we weren't going in with very high expectations. In the banking space, United Bank of India put out its numbers, and operationally, it wasn't a good set of numbers. You had the profits which came in lower by 79% at 31 crores, net interest income down by 8% at 564 crores, and the asset quality, of the bank continued to deteriorate, with the gross NPAs coming in at 4.25% and the net NPAs at 2.87%. So you had Spark, which also put out its numbers in a dazzling set at that, and the stock was duly rewarded. It turned to a profit after a loss of 21.6 crores. It was a good profitability figure, 44 crores, and the top-line growth was also healthy at 71.8 crores versus 4.2 crores last year around. Some stocks in focus. Tata Steel, well, it announced that $1.6 billion goodwill impairment charge on the balance sheet, and the weakness in its European operations continue on account of the slump in the demand, eroding its overall value. The stock was down by just about 0.5%, and analysts believe that there won't be any material impact on the share price, though. Eicher Motors yesterday put out a great set of numbers. The profits came in low by close to 11% at 97 crores. The top-line growth was high by 2.6% and margins came in at 9.9%. But it was the Royal Enfield margins which were at a lifetime high, and the Volvo joint venture as well as the Enfield margins came in way better than what the street was expecting. United Breweries and United Spirits in focus. They got a 91 crore service tax notice. The Central Excise Intelligence issued that notice on sponsoring various shows as well as sports events. Apart from that, some of the big losers in the session, well, you had Dr. Reddy's, which bucked the trend on account of a dismal set of numbers. Bajaj Auto was weak. HCL Technologies as well as Jayaprakash Associates were some of the other counters which declined in the session.